been talking about of Ortiz. Here the kid comes. He's got him in trouble.
Ramming his victims through the grinder.
Here comes the pain. Ortiz Jr. Vargas having a laugh, but he's not smiling now as the 22-year-old starts to unload.
Vergil Ortiz Jr. fights on the level of boxing legends from the past.
Yeah, the jab, but that's the thing about Velasquez. Punches when he's out of range. So that's
good shot to the body.
And ferocious finisher.
And he promises to become the next superstar.
Digging body.
The Texas Machine fires with both hands equally, leaving his doomed opponents no place to hide behind their guard.
Got into the weigh-in.
And he remains undefeated throughout his entire professional career. Today, we'll see why Vergil Ortiz Jr. has become a true nightmare for the technicians of modern boxing.
Body shots. That's it.
Harry there. Patrick Ortiz is a winner.
Born in 1998 in Grand Prairie, Texas, to a Mexican family, Vergil Ortiz Jr. was introduced to the world of boxing at an early age. In amateur boxing, he won the national championship 7 times and captured gold at the 2013 Youth Olympics. But when the time came to step into the adult ranks, Ortiz chose to turn professional. The young talent caught the attention of Oscar de la Hoya, and in 2016, at just 18 years old, Vergil stepped into the ring for his first professional bout. From the opening bell, Ortiz pressed forward and floored his opponent with a long, crushing overhand right.
Looks like both guys are double parked here.
Oh, right hand drop!
But Julio Rodas, though lacking technical boxing skills, never shied away from a fight.
Boxing. And we want to know.
After just a minute and a half, the referee steps in to stop the one-sided contest.
Oh, a body shot, and it's over. Eddie Hernandez.
In his second fight, Ortiz, after a quick touch of gloves, blasted the postman with a crushing shot.
Hernandez, as I mentioned, is 1-3 with a
Ortiz setting himself up.
You see the eyes in there.
At this pace, in just 3 years, the Texas Machine racked up 14 wins, all by knockout, with most fights ending in the very first round.
Right hand
To the body and went upstairs.
Oh, and he drops it.
9-minute mark.
Nice left hook to the liver.
Back with a body shot from Vergil. Ortiz goes
In
down.
the summer of 2019, Ortiz stepped into his first WBA gold title fight at 147 pounds. His opponent? The seasoned Antonio Orozco, with only 1 loss on his record. Vergil stormed forward from the first bell, but Orozco showed he wasn't here for an easy night.
Orozco attacks and he just makes it. He takes the right hand, an overhand right by Orozco. Here's the kid right back.
Ortiz was forced to weather the storm and fight back against Orozco's relentless assault.
He's in the right back with Orozco. It's the left hand of Ortiz.
Vergil didn't rush things, methodically working his way through the first 5 rounds. But in the 6th, he cranked up the pace. After a barrage of uppercuts, Orozco went down to 1 knee. The Mexican quickly got back up, but Ortiz, closing in, sent him back down to 1 knee. Orozco bravely tried to continue, but Ortiz's insane combinations left him with no chance whatsoever.
Bangs it with a straight right hand.
A few months later, Ortiz faced Brad Solomon, who boasted a record of 28 wins and just 1 loss. Solomon relied on constant movement and a quick jab. But when it came to speed and movement, Ortiz was right there, trading shot for shot. Ortiz's heavy hands spoke for themselves. Solomon started backing up, and in the 4th, a jab sent him crashing to the canvas. After the 3rd knockdown, the fight was waved off. In the summer of 2020, Ortiz faced Samuel Vargas. Early on, the American didn't force the action, working primarily behind the jab. That pace suited Vargas. But in the fourth round, Ortiz finally let his hands go.
Stumbles backwards. Here comes the pain. Ortiz Jr. right hand.
The Colombian survived the storm and even made it into the seventh round. But another sustained assault from Ortiz forced the referee to step in and stop the fight.
Well, he knew he'd have to take the punishment, Sergio.
In the spring of 2021, Ortiz faced former world champion Maurice Hooker. From the opening seconds, Ortiz applied heavy pressure, attacking with brutal combinations.
Right hand again for Ortiz Jr.
See if you can take advantage of territory you're more familiar with.
Exchanging.
To slow the young contender's momentum, Maurice relied on his jab and sharp shots on the inside.
Cold cock like Hooker did when he faced Jose Ramirez. They're never.
Especially behind that rangy, lanky right hand. If he catches you at the end of it.
But the former champion's punches failed to slow Ortiz down. Instead, he kept turning up the pressure, digging relentlessly to the body.
The counter-punching, tall, lanky, rangy fighter with long arms. You gotta get their attention downstairs for as well.
By the sixth round, Hooker's body was starting to break down.
Ortiz thinks he's got him and he might have. Back against the ropes.
Still, he got back up and survived to the end of the round. Ortiz's overhand put a definitive end to the confrontation.
His shots, Todd, are just thudding. He has
broken his hand. And it is.
With that shot, Vergil Ortiz claimed the WBA International Welterweight title.
WBA International Welterweight Champion.
Do you believe at 22 years old you're ready for a Terrence Crawford?
I don't care if I'm ready or not. I want that fight.
In August 2021, Ortiz faced Lithuanian Egidijus Kavaliauskas. Kavaliauskas had previously lost only to Terrence Crawford and nearly sent him to the canvas.
Understood. Touch him up. Good luck to both of you.
The first round went by relatively calmly, but in the second, Egidijus fired a scorching uppercut, sending Ortiz to the canvas.
Kavaliauskas' right hand swings again, swing and misses on a knockdown.
The hot-blooded Mexican-American immediately fought back, planting his opponent on his backside with long, punishing shots.
Need to go back behind the jab, but that's the thing about Kavaliauskas.
Then both fighters cooled down, exchanging sharp jabs like gunfire.
Trying to time the strong jab of Ortiz, but Ortiz having his Kavaliauskas playbook.
Oh, nice counter shot there.
A body jab in the eighth round reignited the crowd, setting the arena ablaze. Seconds later, Egidijus hit the canvas from a left
The
hook,
composed and ferocious finisher.
then again from an uppercut.
Terrence Crawford, 9 rounds to beat Kavaliauskas. Get Ortiz doing the 8.
By the fourth knockdown of the round, it was completely over.
Kavaliauskas once and for all.
The next scheduled fight in spring 2022 against Briton Michael McKinson didn't happen due to Ortiz's injuries. But in the end, the two met in the summer. Southpaw McKinson proved to be an awkward opponent for Ortiz. On top of that, he frequently clinched, causing a cut above the American's left eye.
You can't compete with power. Maybe best just not to get hit with anything too early.
Oh, the legs seem a little.
Accidental headbutt. Accidental.
But Ortiz's relentless pressure and punishing body shots began to take their toll. In the eighth round, McKinson went down from a series of body shots. McKinson didn't have time to recover during the break, and at the start of the ninth round, he went down again. But the fight was stopped due to an injury to the Briton's leg. With this victory, Ortiz became the mandatory challenger for the WBA welterweight title, held at the time by Lithuanian Eimantas Stanionis. But just days before the fight, Ortiz lost consciousness and the bout was canceled. Soon after, the WBA stripped the American of his mandatory challenger status. Eimantas, in his next fight, lost to Jaron Ennis and relinquished the title. After a year-and-a-half hiatus, Ortiz returned in early 2024 and stopped Frederick Lawson in the first round. 3 months later, he knocked out Tomás Dulorme with punishing body shots. After that fight, Vergil decided to move up to 154 pounds. In August of the same year, he faced the WBC interim title holder, Ukrainian Sergei Bogachuk. With 24 wins, 23 by knockout, Bogachuk may look awkward, but he hits hard and at the right moment. Ortiz didn't push the pace in the first round, but a right hand snapped him back, and his glove grazed the canvas. The ref didn't call it a knockdown, but Ortiz had no choice. He charged forward to take control.
This fight is big.
Bogachuk matched him punch for punch in volume, but Ortiz was the sharper, more accurate striker.
So Vergil getting the better of the exchange.
During the break between the 4th and 5th rounds, officials from the Nevada State Athletic Commission reviewed the footage and officially ruled the first round knockdown.
First round, we got a knockdown. That's going to be considered from the first round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Round 1 knockdown that was initially ruled a slip has now been overturned.
Ortiz went back on the offensive once again. His body shots, in particular, looked brutally painful.
Nice stiff jab that he's starting to use. Distance. He closes the distance.
But Bogachuk absorbed it all and refused to fall behind his opponent. In the 8th round, the Ukrainian caught Ortiz with a left hook. Another knockdown. Ortiz once again cranked up a furious pace.
For Bogachuk.
And it's a close fight.
Ortiz.
Vergil has him hurt. Vergil has him hurt.
Trying to get it back.
Oh!
And until the final bell, neither fighter gave an inch.
Bogachuk, another good right hand from him. But back home.
Man, you gotta love the heart of Bogachuk.
What a fight.
The result? A majority decision victory for Ortiz. In January 2025, in Saudi Arabia, Ortiz faced former champion Israel Madrimov. In his previous fight, the Uzbek boxer gave serious problems to the pound-for-pound king, Terence Crawford.
You're still going to be initiating the action.
Left from Madrimov.
From the opening seconds, Madrimov switched on his trademark footwork, picking Ortiz apart with single shots from range.
Punches long, so some of that their hands go. Vergil Ortiz don't know if he overleaps.
But those shots barely fazed Ortiz, and he began imposing his own game plan. Body shots came next, aimed at slowing Madrimov down.
Target till his hands go. Good solid left hands there from Ortiz.
In body shots, when he lets his hands go, Ortiz Jr., he's at work from Madrimov. A lot taken on the gloves.
By the middle of the fight, Israel began to slow down.
Pretty chips down with that left hook, doesn't he, Madrimov? Sharp. He's very subtle when he comes off the ring. Oh, big one.
Jab to the body, right hand over the top for Ortiz.
Look at this, the power starting to come out with venom. And if his man's tired, he's going to chew him up. Body shot.
In the 10th round, the Uzbek tried to trade punches, but quickly realized he was out of his element.
Madrimov needs is a bueno.
Lovely right hand from Ortiz.
Big left ray visiting Madrimov, meeting fire with fire.
Only Madrimov's grit carried him to the final bell.
I'd like to have seen more of that.
Beautiful shot.
That has been a fantastic effort.
With this victory, Ortiz cemented his status as the top 154-pound boxer, even though he hadn't yet claimed a world title. The Texas Machine's most recent fight came in the fall of 2025, when he faced the tough Erickson Lubin. After 2 grueling bouts, Ortiz simply steamrolled Lubin in just 2 rounds.
He's hurt. He's out on his feet. They've stopped him.
After the fight, the WBA interim title holder, Jaron Boots Ennis, former welterweight champion and, like Ortiz, an undefeated prospect, stepped into the ring.
Yeah, it's a perfect time, too. Oh, yeah. It's a perfect time. I'm ready. We're going to get everybody what they're looking for, too.
Vergil Ortiz Jr. has bulldozed through every challenge in his path, leaving a trail of knocked down opponents and shattered expectations.
Once and for
Undefeated, fearless, and relentless, he stands on the brink of superstardom. For the next era of boxing, the Texas Machine isn't just a contender. He's a force that will define the super welterweight division for years to come.
It comes down difficult.
Oh, big uppercut.